And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Mills. And he's got his man in, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Mills on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They go play action. Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, Someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the draw, it's Gibson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Texans at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Mills. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Mills now looks to throw on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. This is brought in at the 21. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A beautiful fake, and he'll be out of bounds.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Probably going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Robinson, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
Go.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. Sly able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz slings this deep from McLaurin. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second down, Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The slot man in motion right. First down, a run with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Mills.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mills to throw it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
He gets it to Cooks. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Play fake, Mills.
And this one's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Pierce on the counter. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Throwing, Mills.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Looking to throw is Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give left side for Pierce. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A run between the tackles with Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be forced to dive forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Ka'imi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Texans, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.